so free like the song I sing. I'm so free like.
Welcome back, part 2 of this, so we can close out Viewer Request Month. In typical fashion, we're gonna go past Viewer Request Month to release things, but what are you gonna do?
That's the way it always is.
We are talking about Luffy's Gear 5th is the best anime transformation by DrUpauli. I don't know how to pronounce the name. We did something with them earlier, though.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, no, because they were on the list of creators we've done before. And I'm almost certain it was a Danganronpa video. DrUpauli.
Well, I am horribly unprepared, so I was not prepared to go to that.
You were too busy looking up the costumes Phil could have did instead of Ken.
And then I saw Cody, and I'm like, Cody would have been perfect. It's just a jumpsuit.
Cody would have been great. And I think he could have got a better wig for Cody too.
Couldn't get worse.
Yeah, and then just the handcuffs. Yeah, he could have definitely did some Cody.
Anyway, I don't recognize the channel, but that's a you thing. Well, luckily there is no description. It's just your Patreon, your Twitters, your whatever.
DrUpauli. I know he did. They do so many videos.
Yeah, I looked up DrUpauli and a list is this, and nothing came up.
It was definitely a stream. It might have been My Hero.
You might be blown up.
No, we definitely did it.
I don't know.
We definitely did it.
I don't know.
No, we did it. I promise you we did it. Where's my Word document? I'm not allowing myself to get blown up when I know I'm right.
You're getting blown up.
There's no blow up here.
I don't know.
There's no blow up here.
I'm looking through it.
It happened.
Yeah, the blow up happened.
The blow up did not happen. We did.
Oh.
What?
The beauty of Nin, the tribute
to
the best power system shown in anime.
Yes! Oh, the blow up! You didn't do. You don't know what you're talking about. I always do. So yeah, we've done this before. As far as I remember, that video, they went, no, I don't think it's the best, but I think it's very good.
But it's not though. But will this be another okie doke of it's the best? Well, actually, it kind of sucks, but it's all right that it sucks and everything's on every.
Well, let's get into it and see.
Oh, also, no, it is bad.
The transformation itself is fine. The way he got it and the lead up to it is awful.
It's the fight itself is very enjoyable, and the Kaido fight would have been more enjoyable if it was a much more of this. But it's just all that stuff surrounding it.
Yeah,
that's the issue. The instant get up, the no damage, and he starts gooing out, and then he just goes no raw, and then turns back into it's like
he knows how to do it now.
What is this?
That's when I feel free, and it's
and the red colors look with the flame hair. That looks very odd. Looking back,
yeah, I don't.
But who could have foreseen it was all white?
Yeah, it's hard to know.
Recently in the One Piece manga, Luffy awakened his Devil Fruit and called it Gear 5th. This seems to be a sort of endgame transformation for Luffy, and thus people have been comparing it to other anime transformations.
Pause. Any transformation will be compared to any other transformations. It is the nature of simply watching stuff.
Yeah, anything is going to be compared to anything. Like, any basketball player is going to be compared to the next basketball player. What are you going to do?
In my opinion, I believe that Luffy's transformation is the best out of all the ones I've seen. Now that I've let a few...
Pause.
How many have they seen?
Well, there's a MyAnimeLists. There is.
Okay, who do you think they've seen? I'm going to go Dragon Ball.
Obviously, Hunter
Hunter. Potentially My Hero. What?
Where did it go?
Where did what go?
I'm looking at my history, and I literally just clicked on it, and it is vanished.
Nah.
What the
Nah, you never clicked on it.
I clicked on it to read the description.
You never clicked on it.
Oh no, I'm getting gaslit.
Oh
no, this feels horrible.
Blew up. Maybe Tokyo Ghoul. Oh, Attack on Titan.
He's got his top 10 anime in his description of MyAnimeLists. 9 Gintama. 10 Gintama. 9 Sakai. Any clue what that is?
Oh, Psyche Cat.
Okay. I've never seen it written like that. 8 Prison School. Good on you. 7 Brotherhood. 6 Naruto Part 1 in particular. Number 5 Death Note. Number 4 Mob Psycho. 3 Dragon Ball Z / Kai. 2 One Piece. 1 Hunter x Hunter.
Okay, yeah.
Let's just check out the anime list real quick. Let's just go on over to completed, and there's quite a few actually.
All right. We've got an
Yu Yu
actual
Hakushow,
reader.
we got a 7.
That's fair.
Naruto the Last got an 8. Steins Gate got an 8. Soul Eater got a 5. ReZero got a 7. That's way too high. Both One Punch Mans got 7s. I know for a fact that as soon as we press play, he's going to name a bunch of stuff that he's seen.
Isn't that the nature of us?
My Hero Hero Rising got a 9. We're done. That's the second movie. The Bakugo gets
Isn't that the third movie?
No. First movie is All Might. Second movie is Bakugo. Third movie is him and Bird, dude.
I thought second movie was when they were on that island.
Yeah, and Bakugo got all for one.
Oh, I thought you meant Bakugo's All Might moment.
No. Oh.
Yeah, that's what I was. When you say
Get that.
we don't need another My Hero rent.
No, we don't.
We don't need another rent. Period. How about we get videos where we don't rent?
How about a nice week?
How about a nice smooth week? Cut to 5 minutes from now.
Days past to sort of ease the hype. I still believe this is the case.
I'm sorry. Can I get that whole sentence?
Scene. Now that I've let a few days pass to sort of ease the hype.
A few days pass, you're still in the afterglow of the hype.
Yeah, that's not enough time for that hype to die down.
You need weeks, months until you're able to, because there's so many times you'll watch something, think it's great, and a week later still think it's great, but then 6 months later you're like, oh no, that wasn't that good. Wonder Woman was very much that for me.
Yeah, and then you just went, Multiverse of Madness.
I still believe this is the case. Here's why. When it comes to long-term build-up, I don't think there's a series out there that surpasses One Piece. Decades of real-time build-up happen before they're paid off, which makes the show so rewarding to watch in the long run. That's what makes transformations so cathartic. It's how
That's not a very good example of a long-term build-up.
And the transformations are not cathartic because for the most part, I don't care about them. Yeah. Gear 2nd and Gear 3rd are essentially gotten and done in the same arc.
Yeah, this transformation is not a long-term build-up.
Yeah, so you're talking about long-time build-ups for transformations. What do you mean? Like, eventually he's going to do something in terms of his gears after his training post-time skip, but we don't get it yet. So then you get it, and then every arc after that is a transformation, essentially. So where's the long-term build-up for Gear 4th and then Snake Man, Tank Man, Gear 5th, that type of stuff?
they all subtly build up over the course of the story, and then they...
No, they don't! You are a liar!
Outside of Luffy wanting to protect his crew, how was Gear 2nd subtly built up? Well, I guess you could say him copying his opponents.
But that's not Gear 2nd, that's a technique within Gear 2nd, or Gear 2nd allows him to do that thing. The most I could say with the subtle build-up is he was frozen, he saw an ice dude, so he made his body heat up. That's the closest I can get to some form of subtlety. But with Gear 3rd, he just saw giants and went, hey, maybe I can do a giant.
It paid off. So while the real-time length of the build-up is important, I don't think that's all there is to it. You also have to consider how it's built up. Luffy had some vague lines and weird abnormal...
It's also not just the fact of how it's built up. It's also the payoff. Mm-hmm. That's also a big aspect of it. Because if they travel around the world again and they're like, yeah, let's go see Laboon, and Laboon's just been dead, just hunted, that's a build up to a non-payoff. And
or a negative payoff, I would assume.
It's just, built up over time and everything, but it leads to essentially nothing. So it's a whole lot more into build up.
Yeah, you get that all the time with like TV shows where they'll build up something over the course of months and weeks and years. And then it's like, oh, it's this thing, or it's quickly resolved, or it's nothing satisfying to the audience. And you're just left with the feeling of a wasted time because you spent all that time on the build-up for a weak payoff. So, payoff, sir.
To his paramecia fruit that confused a lot of fans. For example, in Gear 4th, he seems to be talking to his arm, telling it to chase Katakuri and Doflamingo. And of course, before that,
I don't necessarily think he's doing that. I think that's more of maybe a psychosomatic thing of him. Yeah, I don't think that he's actually doing that. I think it's just a thing. I don't think that he's...
Again, it's been over 1,000 chapters, and I've seen probably 600 episodes. I'm thinking of a time where he said "come back arm" or "come back leg," and it feels like that's something that happened, but I can't quite remember.
Luffy says, I'm not a Zoan type, when, we know now that he is. It's also kind of weird how Luffy...
That's not a build-up or anything. No. That was him stating a statement of fact back then.
Oh, as he saw the fact.
As he saw the fact. I don't like retroactive build-up. I don't know exactly how much of this that Oda had planned with the zone and stuff and all this. I don't know how much he had planned. But I don't like people looking back and just going, look at this. This is a clear example of the people that's going like Oda had hockey built up from the very beginning. Look at what Shanks did. It's like he might have had a rough idea of something. But to think that he had hockey, and especially Conqueror's hockey, like the clash of Whitebeard and Shanks, or the people passing out. Sure, then you could think, okay, he had more of an indication of what he wanted to do. That first shot, no. The most I'll give you is maybe Skypiea. I think that he just retroactively fit that together.
And that's very much a possibility. But that is the most generous I will give of people. Anything else, stop the bush.
But this is just that theory stuff that we were talking about in the last stream of just, I need to make these connections. Mm-hmm. Look, he said he's not a Zoan, but he is though. Okay, what? What does that do? What does that do for the story? What does that do for Luffy the character? It does essentially nothing, but
nothing.
It's just hey, look at that. He said the thing, but he actually was the thing.
A lot of forms, like Gear 2nd, Gear 3rd, and the various Gear 4th forms, were very similar to that of a Zoan fruit user. So we all had this vague...
I don't think they were.
Gear 2nd and 3rd are close to Zoans?
Transformations? That's all that you can make the connection
Gear
with.
Gear 2nd is not a transformation. Gear 3rd is not a transformation. He makes his arm bigger by blowing air into it.
Altering your body.
But that's Paramecia's.
Not all of them.
What Paramecia doesn't alter their body?
Bomb Dude.
Bomb Dude?
Yeah, Booger Man.
He was Paramecia?
Yeah.
Okay. No, he alters his genetic makeup so he can make them bombs.
That's not altering his body though.
It
Not in the way
alters-
that I almost said Oofy. Oofy. But not in the way that Luffy does it.
But his is a special thing in that there's more utility of stretching than I can make my genetic makeup bomb. My body is just bombs.
But that's the thing. It's just he's looking at it as transformation. Some altering, not transformation. Altering your body.
But
and
it's again, Paramecia's bodies are altered by their fruits. It's unlike Logia's, whose bodies essentially become an element.
yes, but there is active change within him when he does something instead of Booger Man just making bombs, and that's how he's looking at it. And I'm saying it's bad. It's really bad, and it makes no sense because he's not going to explain it other than simply he's altering his body, and people were just like, "This." I've never seen people go, "Luffy is acting like a Zoan when he does these things." I haven't seen that, but again, that's not saying much because we aren't deep in the One Piece fandom. Don't really watch any of the One Piece videos. Don't read the Reddit or nothing. But I would think that it would come across me to be like to see that because I would have remembered that as what? No, it doesn't.
Idea that Luffy's fruit was kind of weird building up in our head for many years.
Oh, dude.
I didn't think
you
it was
are
kinda
retroactively putting this into fans.
Everything that he did makes sense within his fruit.
I never once thought, is Luffy's fruit actually a different thing?
No.
So don't say in the minds of... I am a fan speaking to you right now. Where is your evidence of this? Because for right now, it seems like you are trying to make yourself feel smarter than what Oda intended. Because I don't think there was any indication that, oh, Luffy's fruit is actually very super special. It's not actually apparent. No.
And then we look at chapter 1042, I believe, and then we compare that to Big Sun.
I believe you wrote the script. Are you just firing from the hip? Or are you...
Sake, and we can see now how this is all being physically manifested. I'll read you the lyrics. Now comes a storm through the far-off sky.
Do we need to hear this? Do we need to hear this?
What is this?
Being physically manifested.
Go back. What is he talking about?
And then we look at chapter 1042, I believe, and then we compare that to Big Sake. And we can see now how this is all...
It sounded like he said Big Sake.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Like, wait a second, what the... But again, this is just a this is whatever. No matter what you're gonna read, this is gonna be a translation of it. So there's not a direct one-to-one translation of it. So this is just somebody's interpretation of the words.
Being physically manifested. I'll read you the lyrics. Now comes a storm through the...
Do we have to... Now comes a storm through the far sky. Now the waves went dancing, beat upon the drums. If you lose your nerve, this breath could be your last. But if you just hold on, the morning sun will rise.
Just don't skip it completely because maybe he'll make the connection.
No. I'm not going to.
Lose your nerve.
No, a little bit more.
It was foreshadowed in a way that only becomes obvious once we've fully seen it. It was actually right in front of us the whole time, but we only notice it now. Now even random lines like Sabo saying he feels Ace's spirit in the devil fruit make a lot more sense now. Remember Blackbeard's line about dreams never ending? That may actually be literal now, although that's all speculation. If we caught
this is...
It might be literally speculation. This might be literal. But this is speculation.
Literally all you're doing is speculation.
How is it the best?
Oh, it's been 2 minutes. We got another 9 minutes.
Contrast this to another anime transformation. Let's go with Yu Yu Hakusho.
No, Yu Yu Hakusho.
No, this is a bad
terrible.
one. This is a really bad, stinky one.
Yeah, how about you go to something that's more apt? Like Hunter x Hunter. At least that you could make the connection of the darkness and blah, blah, blah.
Building up and all that bull.
There's no build
Or
up
Super
towards
Saiyan 2 Gohan. Where he's had that rage within him all this time and it's been building. It's always been releasing and unlock potential and all that stuff.
Yusuke's transformation, it just kind of happens. When you think of transformations, you also have to think
Wow, the bad one. Thanks for showing us the bad one.
about how they thematically mesh with the message of the show.
Yeah, you do. How they thematically mesh with the show.
With the message
Yeah,
of the
boy.
show.
You have to think about it.
What is the thematic message of Gon's transformation meshing with the show? Because what is the theme of Hunter x Hunter?
He allowed
Yeah, you work this out.
his anger to override his sense of adventure. And thus, it was a bad thing because he could no longer, if the line was to be crossed, he was not going to fulfill his life's dream because of anger. And Hunter x Hunter is all about that big adventure.
So is the theme of Hunter x Hunter not giving in to your anger?
That is one of many themes. You can't even say it's not, because this theme is bush.
Naruto's character and the theme of Naruto, very broadly speaking, is about bonds.
Very broadly speaking.
Is it though? Okay.
The bond of Naruto and his parents.
Very broadly speaking, One Piece is about bonds.
Oh yeah, I guess you.
Very broadly speaking, Yu Yu Hakusho is about bonds.
Yeah,
very
that's correct.
broadly speaking, Hunter x Hunter is about bonds.
This is correct.
Very broadly speaking, Bleach is about bonds. This is
correct.
saying nothing.
This is correct.
I hate themes for like this. Dude, Naruto's about a lot of things in a lot of different moments.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I'd say it's the most thing is forgiveness. Cause you got the pain stuff, the Obito stuff, the overwhelming Sasuke stuff. If anything, I would say forgiveness.
The Haku stuff.
But again, he could make the argument.
Sai stuff.
He could make the argument for the bond stuff.
Oh, Kakashi not. Yeah. I
Who
would say-
is right? Because you need those bonds to forgive people. So it is worthless.
That's why these people that just say a theme, the theme. See, the problem is the theme. Because when you say the theme, what you really mean is the central theme as you see it.
Yes.
But that may not be the central theme because he just said a theme of forgiveness, which very much fits into a lot of things. You said the general theme of Naruto is bonds, and he gave a lot of examples of a lot of shows. Fairy Tail. You mean to tell me Fairy Tail's central theme and not bonds? So that means literal nothing.
Even the most ardent villains have bonds. This is
That's the same thing with almost every show ever.
Yeah, really. Doflamingo has bonds. What villain is wholly alone?
Kuro?
I guess. But I don't think that Django dying was part of the plan.
Maybe not.
If nobody else, I think he would have lived.
I presume why he talked no jutsus. He's showing that even the villains have bonds and they can be redeemed in some way.
Pause. What does Naruto have to do with those bonds, though?
Hey, why is Gear 5th the best transformation?
That's the themes. Bonds, Naruto, Yu Yu Hakusho.
Okay, what does Naruto's transformation have to do with the theme of bonds?
The
broad theme of bonds.
It was through
no, you shut
Kushina's
up. No,
love
you shut up.
and her
You shut up.
and
You shut up.
If it was not for
You
Kushina
are
and
literally still
Minato
talking.
getting together,
I cannot
somebody
believe
who has
you are
amazing
still
ceiling
talking.
abilities, and two people who
This
have
is
amazing ceiling
nonsense.
abilities, and an Uzumaki,
This is
they would not
complete
have been able to
trash.
seal the fox.
I
So
can't
those
believe
bonds
you
were the
are playing
things
a
that were
square
able to
peg
seal the fox
into a
within
round
Naruto.
hole
And thus, Naruto was
of
able to use
bonds
essentially the bonds of his
for the
parents
transformation
to become stronger.
of a fox
and then
boy.
a hatred, that's a whole nother thing.
Then we're not-
But hatred is also a
He's
bond when
going
you
into
think
a
about
whole
it. Because it's the
different
other
thing.
side of the coin.
We're getting
you push
sub
somebody apart, but
things.
you can also pull them towards you.
Tangential
It's hatred
things.
and love. It's essentially
He's
the same
transformed
thing.
the thing. This is filth.
He fought so hard to bring back Sasuke because he doesn't believe bonds can be severed so easily. So, Kurama, who had never befriended his host, grows to respect and ultimately, eventually, befriend Naruto. It's nice. Now, with One Piece, perhaps the most overarching theme in all of One Piece is freedom.
I like how you say perhaps, because you have to recognize that
Must.
you are putting out your own assumption of the thing, and it's the only way that it fits into your narrative that you're trying to present at the moment.
What about adventure? How about that? How is that not more prevalent?
Character is about being the freest man in the world, liberating countries and saving people from their current situation.
He does not care about that. He cares about punching people that makes the people he like feel bad. And if people get some freedom along the way, hey, it's
Hey,
all
rock it.
gravy, baby.
And even Luffy's fruit embodies this idea to a large degree. There were seemingly endless possibilities with this fruit, from stretching in every which direction.
Name a fruit that doesn't have seemingly endless possibilities. This is not exclusive to Luffy. The chick that can make herself really, really light.
Kilo fruit.
Yeah. She can grab somebody and bring them way, way up high and drop them.
Yeah.
So
So your fruit still works in the ocean. You just can't move. So is she one of the strongest on the sea fighters? Because could she just grab her opponent, drop them both into the ocean, and then make herself float back up?
No, she kind of busted.
To being able to inflate his bones, to speeding up his blood flow, to even inflating his muscles. It seemed like the fruit was just bounded by whatever he could think of at the time. Gear
Pause.
5th.
But
Within the capabilities of stretching.
But then you got I almost say Kaido. Katakuri, who makes big fists, who makes fire from his goo. What about him not being limited by why Doflamingo? He not only controls people, but he can like make his strings into like this big whip that can cut buildings in half and stuff.
He can also repair damaged tissue within his body.
Takes this to the extreme level by giving him an almost cartoon level of
Buggy
freedom.
was a car.
The extent to his power is unknown, but we do know that he can literally change the environment and his body more freely. He uses a technique that seems similar to Gear 3rd to inflate his arms, only this time seemingly effortlessly, and grabs
You said seemingly twice in the same sentence. You have to understand that this is essentially, at this point, nothing more than a theory.
And that's why doing these just slap shot videos like this, when you've got almost no information, is so hard. Because he's seemingly with zero effort. And what if the next chapter was him just going, "Whoo, that took a lot out of me." Then you just go, "Oh, well, big rip."
yanks him back up to the roof. If I were to guess, he probably has the properties of all of his gears packed into this awakening. Similar to how in Thriller Bark, Luffy was able to use his second and third gear simultaneously.
Okay, so this video is about how this is the best anime transformation, and you're assuming what the abilities are. So you don't even know about
So
them.
what is the purpose of your video? Are you talking about the abilities themselves, or are you just talking about the lead up and the transformation?
What this means for the story, how we got here.
What constitutes it being a great transformation?
Because if you're just going, he's combining his gears, well, he's already done that, essentially.
What I love is that the girls say that this is the most ridiculous ability in the world, not the most powerful. And honestly, what else is Luffy's character other than pure ridiculousness? It's implied throughout the series that Luffy has a fruit that's quite insignificant, but then it was his boundless creativity that made him able to keep up.
And that's what was great about it.
Yep.
And now it's gone.
Ruined.
The specific way they worded his power up, this is still intact. Luffy's fruit in itself still may not be that great.
Dude.
It is still intact in the way of it's a dumb fruit, but it hurts it when it just goes, the government, the people who essentially control, let's just say, a third of the entire world, the strength of the entire world. They're like, we've been looking for this particular fruit for 800 years.
And it also hurts that at any given time, he can enter his transformation, which just essentially allows his imagination to come true.
But it's Luffy's endless creativity that make it among the best. The fruit is only as good as you can make it, only limited by the user's creativity. And again, this has been the idea around Luffy's fruit for a while.
Okay, but I don't think he's questioning this much. If it is just simply bound by the user's creativities, why would the Gorosei be looking for it? If it's just a bunch of weak bum baby people not using it to its full capabilities, why would you just go, oh, it's just going to be more weak bum baby people not using it to the fullest capability?
Because it's not like Luffy is the first person to have the fruit in 800 years. It's gotta have cropped up amongst 5-6 users in that time, at least, that the government knows about. And none of them did anything.
And it's just this build. This is why it's not a very good thing to have happened, because we got all these questions. Actively bad. Because we got all these questions of, were there other users? Were there other awakenings? Why were they going?
I don't think there was another awakening, because...
Oh yeah, they did say it hasn't been awakened for that long. But why are they looking for it that hard, but also not looking for it hard enough? Why are not all the Marines that get trained, they're just like, all right, everybody just fight hard, and everybody and look for a rubber person. Don't ask questions, just look for a rubber person. The second the rubber person comes, bring it to us.
I'll stop that part, because even just going, don't think about it, just bring them to me. It brings up questions. Somebody like a smoker is gonna go, what the is going on?
100%. But then you got people like Akainu that'll just like, you got it, boss.
Absolutely. But it's better to keep the people in your employ ignorant of the thing. Especially, at best, I can say they're inept and or careless. It's never happened before. Why would we think it would happen now? Oh, wait, no. This is really looking bad. Take him out right now.
It's just simply capitalizing on decades of hinting and foreshadowing.
No! It's not decades of hinting and foreshadowing. It was exactly what it was, and it still is. He just improves, quote unquote, on the thing. It's like saying the wheel is decades of foreshadowing for the wheel. No, we just got better wheels now.
It also embodies Luffy's character to a T. I mean, everyone knew that Gear 5th was going to happen. There were 1.5 million.
No, they didn't. Because I didn't even know a Gear 4th was going to happen.
Yeah, that could have just been the end of it, and it could have just been
improvements on Gear 5th.
Gear 4th.
Different animals and that type of thing. Because he was still breaking out new versions of Gear 4th.
So outside of just what's his awakening gonna be, but I never thought that an awakening would be a quote unquote Gear 5th.
And even Luffy did. He just said, I guess I'll call this Gear 5th.
Theories out there as to what it could be and how this could happen.
This edgelord.
This looks horrible. This is why people love Edgy Deku. Because when fans think of cool things, they want Luffy to look like this for Gear 5th.
Mass Star Media type bullshit.
This
where
is
Super
horrible.
Saiyan 8 God bull crap. Recolored in dude. This is the type of stuff where you see on Twitter where you're just like, I'm glad fans don't write One Piece
and design characters,
because this is the crap that we would get. This awesome edgy bullshit, and this is not what I want.
What are the glowing
What are the
things?
lines?
What are they?
Where are his pupils? Come on now. This isn't Luffy.
But no one posited an idea that was nearly as good as the one Oda planned. Remember what I said about Blackbeard's line about how people's dreams are never ending? A major theme in One Piece is also inherited will.
This is why we don't care for themes. Because everything can tie into a theme of the thing.
Yep.
If you have 3 connecting things, you have a theme. And then you can go, alright, I have 8 themes here. This thing connects into this theme. Oh, this theme has 9 connecting things. So it's a major theme. As opposed to these minor themes.
But they are still themes.
But there's still another theme of it is this, and this is how this connects into it. Oh, it's got 7 now? It is 2, a major theme. But the one with 9 is the central theme.
Even when someone dies, their will can be carried on for generations. It's only when people are forgotten do they really die. This part is a bit vague, and we'll probably have to wait for an explanation, but let's strike while the iron's hot.
This is not a cool Luffy, I'm sorry.
I'm just sick of him praising stuff that is potentials and possibilities, and maybe we'll get... How about the stuff that why is Luffy the best?
We don't know how much Joy Boy was impacting Luffy's destiny as opposed to Luffy controlling it. It seems that the fruit was avoiding the world government, which makes it not much of a stretch to say that the fruit may have chosen Luffy. Now, did he choose Luffy on a whim, or was there some...
And that makes it worse.
Okay, so who were the other users he chose?
Why was Luffy chosen? How was Luffy chosen? What does it mean to be chosen? Why, if the fruit has a will of its own, why did it not, impart wisdom or something to Luffy through him or something? If it's got a will and it can choose things, is that all that it can do? It can't speak or say, hey, do freedom move.
How did it choose Luffy by having Shanks raid a marine ship? How?
Something particular about him? How much has Joy Boy been influencing Luffy's fights? I don't know.
That would be horrible!
This is not like a Luffy. But again, all this possibility stuff. Who knows? Why even bring it up if this is just a question? It could be just as easily, no, Luffy was just a dumb, hungry kid that just ate a fruit, and he got lucky because it was the biggest, best fruit for him.
To have been the only host of the Hito Hito no Mi for the past 800 years, so has every other previous vessel failed? We're not sure, but all I'm saying is that it does...
This is not a good look. Why is he always cool, bearded, wild man with a scar?
Play into some themes in the show.
Oh my god!
Themes?
No! Is there a possibility that something can exist and these analytical people cannot say the word theme to it?
There's a possibility. It's very rare though. The things that they don't talk about, that's what that don't connect to the themes. Or, it's just hey, it's implicit that I'm going to talk about themes. So whatever I'm going to talk about, it all just ties into the themes.
But
so just
then
say
you got
themes
the
at the
people
end
that
of my
say-
sentence and the end of that's themes.
But then you got the people that say, in my opinion, and this is just my
You
opinion.
know it.
When that should be implicit as well.
You know it.
And it does open up an entirely new world of possibilities.
Pause with this possibility stuff. Why is this video not Luffy's Gear 5th is possibly the best anime transformation?
That'd
The
be awesome.
100% acceptable.
I'm excited about the possibilities of Gear 5th. The theme of Gear 5th.
Oh, I wouldn't touch that in video with a 10th. No, get that bullshit. The theme of Gear 5th.
I wonder if that
targeted
exists.
towards us.
I wonder if that exists.
Oh yeah, it's good to get it now before the actual Gear 5th comes out in the episode, because there will be a musical theme.
Okay, it's a lot of the music of it.
Yep, I figured.
Cool. We should be good then.
Finally, let's talk about Luffy's expression. This was unlike any other transformation I've seen in anime, period. Even if we compare it to Luffy's...
Of course not, when you don't even know the colors of it.
It's different. That doesn't mean anything.
It truly doesn't.
His other transformations, like Gear 2nd.
I mean, Soul transforms into a scythe. That's different, ain't it?
Yeah. It's kind of unlike anything I've ever seen in any other anime.
Means literal nothing.
Gear 3rd and Gear 4th. Luffy was always serious with those transformations. With this one, he just can't stop laughing. Even the way he names his form is whimsical and carefree. He's basically like, I guess I'll call this Gear 5th. Why not? He's just having a good time. It's just pure bliss and euphoria. And what else?
You've stated and restated. What is the point of these 3 sentences that is essentially
It essentially
a sentence?
means nothing that he's laughing and having a good time.
Why is it the best?
Luffy, other than someone who just wants to have a good time, have the adventure of his life. Him laughing is also
Have
a
a
bit
good
meta
time.
because he's expressing his own reaction. He was a Zoan type all along, and here he was going on his entire life.
He doesn't know that.
No. I don't think he still knows that he's a Zoe.
Thinking he was a Paramecia. Oda saying Luffy wasn't a Zoan type before was also him just laughing at us. What's also important to note is that the chapter
Unbelievable.
before this was maybe the first truly dramatic low point in the whole arc. All the main characters were fatigued or
What?
gone, and
You mean the guy getting shot in front of his smiling child or grandchild was not a dramatic low point?
Odin?
Oh,
He was boiled alive.
the betrayal was not a dramatic low point?
Kaido was still standing. The alliance is beginning to lose hope in the atmosphere.
But what about when Luffy got thrown down into the ocean?
Assumedly dead.
Is all serious. And then all of a sudden, this rubber boy just comes down, laughing hysterically, and brings everyone hope.
Pause. And you're not just going, he was beaten to dogs, but now he's just better. Where is that thought? Where's the thought of why is he able to get up and move around when he was knocked out of Gear 4th? Why is this awakening transformation healing him to such a degree that he is able to laugh, that he is able to harm Kaido in any way? Where is that? I understand the thematic stuff. I understand the character stuff from his point of view. I understand the character stuff. I understand the cool factor. I understand that it fits Luffy and all that. Where is the thought of, but why is he able to do this?
Defining, it was obvious. but it was also subversive and unpredictable.
Character defining, obvious, but also subversive. It's everything, y'all. It is, it isn't, and it kinda is. You can't. That's not.
What was that for Nux Fate thing? It matters. It kind of matters, and it doesn't matter. Something like that. Oh, dude. It did this person make this video targeted to us?
Oh boy,
Because they are hitting all the beats, and I can't. Like, I'm not feeling the Hall of Fame, but just the pure rapid fire of things we hate.
We got 4 more minutes.
Transformations like, again, Naruto are character defining, but not to this degree, I don't think.
Why not? What's the difference? Why is his less character defining than Luffy's when we just heard Mark splooge all over this? Cause him big fireman.
Oh, you ain't heard nothing. Oh, he goes places with that shit.
Are you serious? What are we doing?
Also nowhere near as much build-up.
He's been slowly transforming with the fox for the entirety of the show. From episode like 12, he's been using the fox chakra.
We see him in fox-like form since the Haku fight.
We see him cloaked in fox chakra. This
One tails and two tails.
We have seen this.
This fire burning off his skin with the 3 or 4 tail.
And now this is just another culmination of it.
And another thing is that it was very predictable. Luffy's transformation.
Sage mode was not predictable to me.
What
sorry.
was predictable about it?
As a man that was in the Naruto community, and they predicted, 95% of the things. Sage mode was not one of the things. Now, you could say Naruto is probably going to get Sage mode. Sure. But you could say, Luffy's probably going to get Gear 5th. Just don't know what it is.
Literally transformed the entire series. We didn't expect Luffy to act like this when he got into his Gear 5th form. We didn't expect Luffy to...
Pause. Does that make it good?
I didn't expect it. It wasn't good.
It doesn't make it good that he's doing something that I didn't expect. Cause again, I'm sitting there wondering, why are you laughing when you should be flat on your back?
So if he grew into a 3,000 foot fire breathing lizard, I wouldn't expect that. But would you say, it was so unexpected, I can't believe it. That's why it's the best nobody could have ever seen. Do you understand why subversive and I didn't expect is not inherently a positive? Because if he just turned into a brick wall, I'd go, well...
I didn't, that's not exactly what I was...
If he turned into a giant brick wall... with Gear 5th and fell on Kaido and Kaido died. I go, well, I didn't expect that. And I hate it.
Look like this when he got into his Gear 5th form. Just look at all the mock-up designs for Gear 5th.
With a bunch of Edgelord fans that are dummies.
Terrible. This is awful. Because people are just thinking bigger and better.
And cooler.
Compared to the official one, none of them even come close to matching the official.
Again, this is just taking Snake Man and just changing a couple things. This is lazy. Again, I'd say that
is Tank Man with some spikes on his shoulder.
But that looks more the other one looks more like a Gear 5th in Bear Man or something like this.
With
Gear
spikes?
4th. Gear 4th Bear Man. This does.
Oh, okay.
This just looks like another Gear 4th. This doesn't look like a Gear 5th.
Matching the official one. It's distinctly unique and distinctly
darkly unique is just the same thing.
It means nothing.
It's darklessly white.
It means nothing that this is a unique transformation if it is not of quality, if it does not make sense, if it hurts the world, if it hurts the story.
Now, in my honest opinion, the only...
As opposed to your dishonest opinion that we've gotten so far.
You can have dishonest opinions.
Absolutely you can.
And he has had them.
But why would you say in my honest opinion?
Filler words, baby.
transformation that's even in the same league as Gear 5th is Adult Gon from Hunter x Hunter. Similar to Luffy, it actually had a lot of subtle build-up throughout the entire series.
Is build up what he desires? Because he lambasted Yusuke for it.
Yep, for just kind of being just out of nowhere.
I personally don't care about the build-up.
Same.
I care more about...
I don't care about the subtlety of it. I don't care if you scream at me, I'm a Super Saiyan for most of the arc, and then someone actually becomes one. As long as it's good.
Yeah, that was.
I don't care if it's in the background of, like, Super Saiyan, what's that? With some Namekian book of legend. Yeah, just like you're saying, we have a legend about you people. And it's just subtly throughout. No, I don't care as long as it's done good. Gear 5th is not done good.
Gear 2nd has its problems, but it's done well.
Gon's character in a highly substantive way. Gon has...
What did he say?
Actually had a lot of subtle build-up throughout the entire series and exemplified Gon's character in a highly substantive way.
Substantive way. Substantial way in which it exemplifies Gon's character.
Yeah, boy.
This is nothing.
Gon has always had a tint of unhingedness to him. He's also been known to get massive power boosts when his emotions are high. And it's said throughout the show that when your emotions are high, your nen blooms. Gon's rock, paper, scissors...
But this is a contract. That's a completely different thing. This guy could have done the thing that Gon did.
Yep, if he would have did the contract.
Technique is also thematically similar to this.
Jesus. When?
Dude, I can't.
Thematically similar.
I can't, dude. What are we doing here? Why is this channel still up? What did he say about the thematic? Oh, it's just thematically similar. Freedom?
Freedom.
Gon's rock, paper, scissors technique is also thematically similar to this transformation.
I need the explanation here.
I was thinking like ever changing, but no, that's not it. Childish, straightforward.
Gon is a risk taker. He's willing to do things with a high reward, even if they'll potentially be life-threatening if they fail.
You people truly do not understand the rock, paper, scissors thing. Because for some reason, y'all think they're playing a game of rock, paper, scissors where if the opponent guesses correctly, Gon gets hurt or something. It's just a technique name. Rock, oh, I punch hard with Nen. Scissors, I can cut with Nen. Paper, I shoot a little paper thing of Nen. It's like, I guess scissors. You are correct. We're not playing Grand Battle.
It's the one thing that I think that the only time that I remember anything of note happening with I gotta guess, was somebody was flying away and he's like, he can cut me, but I could just fly away, ha ha ha. And then once he tries to cut, I'll be in range to swoop him, and then he did the boom boom, and then he died.
But that's not even a guess. I know his technique, and I need to look out for it and counter it. Because if you know all three rock, paper, scissors, It's not like if he does this, he loses.
This is adult Gon. Melioron also has a line where he says that Gon's potential is limitless. Gon just squandered all that potential for temporary power.
Pause. Could you go back to Melioron? Okay. This is somebody who has gotten in, a week or so ago?
Roughly.
Why is he to be believed? Why is this a reliable narrator when he goes, I can't see an end to his limits? To regular old rank and file bums, Buggy is a monster. This means nothing.
Gon just squandered all that potential for temporary power. Gon has a hard time thinking too far
Pause.
in the future.
Hey, doctor something?
DrUpauli, something like that.
Whatever.
Doc.
What would have happened if Gon didn't do this? It would have been sure death. 100% he would not have made it out of here.
Nope.
If the options were do nothing, die, and not avenge your master, or
Friend. Don't even say master.
some dude
Some dude who said he knows your father and he's got candy in his van.
That's not what happened.
He went camping with two preteen boys. I don't know exactly what happened there.
So if the
he pulled out his weapon.
If the
He
case,
said that's a bad draw.
this is going down a dark path. That's what Kite said. If the options presented were do nothing, 100% die, and you do not avenge that dude, or do something, die, and have a chance to avenge the dude, of course you're gonna take the second option.
It's just like the dude Bear Grylls, or I think that was him, but that's just the survivalist dude, whoever it was, that got trapped in the mountains. Your options are sit there and die, or cut off your arm and live, and potentially live. So which one are you gonna do? I guess I'll cut my arm off and hope I live. Because you're not so much presented with the choice as much as the ultimatum. Mm-hmm. If I do not do this, I will die.
Assuredly. You've seen what this person did to Kite. You know you're not stronger than Kite.
And right after showing Kite and saying, no, Kite's dead. Sorry, Gon. Gotta kill you.
Sure, so it makes sense. His infinite potential is also visualized with his hair. Not once do we see the end of his flowing hair, implying that if he endlessly trained, he would have fangs that would eventually reach the king. The Chimera Ant arc also had a subtle theme of everyone being a master at something.
A subtle theme. A theme of Hunter x Hunter's Chimera Ant arc is everyone's a master of something. And that is a subtle theme.
Get it right.
Of Hunter x Hunter's Chimera Ant arc.
You know it. Hey, we haven't heard that. That's something new that we haven't heard.
But it's not.
I'll give them that.
A theme is everyone poops. I guess we've never heard that. But somebody pooped in the forest once.
Just saying, we've heard a lot from Hunter x Hunter people. We haven't heard this.
This is seen with Komugi and her Gungi gang, so they intersect.
One. A. Singular. But you said
what?
Multiple.
What was Killer was?
Nope. You gotta look at people that are the masters. So you gotta look at the dude that was with Kite and them. Not Kite, Handman, Bankman. Knuckle. You gotta look at the people that were with Knuckle and them. one of them. No, that was one of the Chimera ants. Whoopi was one of the Chimera ants, I believe. The big dumb one.
I know Shower Poof.
A lot. There's also the fact that as Gon became a monster, Miriam became a human, so they...
I can't. I can't.
At least we've never heard anything like this.
I didn't say anything like this. I said that.
At least they're presenting new ideas to us, huh? At least we get some new ideas there, huh? Hey.
Again, this month is not looking at the pieces. He's just looking at the puzzle. The eagle. Sir. You can't with the eagle.
We're still going to eat you humans. But some of y'all gonna live. We'll just farm you as we like.
For developments, it was also really shocking that no one really expected Gon to look like this ever. I could honestly go on a lot longer, but I think I've gotten the point across. It's a great transformation, but I don't think it quite wraps up all of the themes of the show, at least to the same extent that Luffy's transformation does.
So Luffy's transformation wraps up the themes of the show.
What you wanted to say was ties in two. Because that would mean it concludes the themes of the show. Gear 5 does not conclude freedom. It does not conclude adventure.
That's right, because Gon isn't as much of a main character as Luffy is. I don't think that any specific transformation can really wrap up all of the themes of the show. The only thing that even comes close to that is Jing's final line. His final line of the 2011 anime, that is. Hunter x Hunter is a very go-with-the-flow, sort of stream of consciousness type of show with a lot of divergent themes.
If you had paused when I told you to pause, when you unpaused,
We
it would have simply been the word themes.
It would have been divergent themes. What did you want me to pause for?
I don't remember.
Do I need to go
the
back?
word themes pushed everything out of my mind.
Alright, let's go back some.
Jing's final line. His final line of the 2011 anime, that is. Hunter x Hunter is a very go-with-the-flow, sort of stream of consciousness type of show with a lot of diverging themes.
Pause. I literally don't remember. Normally that'll jog something.
That's why I went back. Because it's usually
nothing.
That's usually what does it.
I don't know what I was going to say.
That's sad. Themes are dude. I don't know what they do to us, y'all.
But for the Chimera Ant arc specifically, and for Gon's character arc, as a one-time, last resort type of ability, I think it works amazing. Another one people like to throw out is Goku going Super Saiyan for the first time.
Pause. Why would he use Goku in the thumbnail if he was gonna talk about it in the last minute of the video?
Because that's gonna get more clicks than Yusuke Urameshi. People aren't gonna go, better than Yusuke? No! But better than Super Saiyan? No.
Surely the most
5 is... Now, I just said, if you had paused when I said we would have just heard themes, we're gonna just hear the word iconic, and we're not gonna react because we know that it's coming. So it's not gonna hurt us.
No, I'm hurt.
So long as we see the knife coming and it stabs into our belly, but we saw it, so it won't hurt us, right?
Oh, dude, I am literally crying. There are literal tears.
It doesn't hurt anymore.
I am so frustrated.
As I was talking, I was filibustering, trying to remember what I was going to say.
Yeah, and that's why I paused initially. And
I remembered. Gear 5 is Super Saiyan Luffy, but instead of angry, he is happy. There is so much around Super Saiyan. There's so much around Gear 5. They are not the same. You can't just boil them down to transformation equal transformation, but other feeling.
iconic transformation in anime, but I don't know if it's the best. We take it for granted now, but at the time people were reading the manga, the Super Saiyan design was probably a serious eye-catcher. Something that was powerful, but also majestic.
Pause. Again, with this speculation, but you can just say that people didn't find it majestic. They found it animalistic. That's what drew them to it. We don't know.
You can say people found it lazy. So they weren't fans of it.
Didn't want to ink his hair. He didn't want his assistants inking the hair, so he just turned it white.
Had great build-up too, with Goku being an alien and Frieza being afraid of these.
Pause. What about the Saiyan arc says that Goku can transform further than the Great Ape?
Why is him being an alien great build-up to a Super Saiyan?
This majestic Super Saiyan.
Was majestic the word of the day?
I don't know. It's definitely not explaining.
It was also thematically encompassed.
This is a joke video. We fell for it again.
I told you.
Yeah, to see it.
Was this made specifically against us?
You hate to, man.
I asked 3.5 minutes ago. You said we got 4 minutes left. And I said I wasn't feeling the whole. And then he just kept comboing.
It's a fake video. Anomaly. Hey, good job, y'all. Oh, yeah, laugh at ALX. Yep. Oh, man.
So this person built up years of a community and channel with years of theory crafting videos, top 10s, just to go, this channel with not even 1,200 subscribers, I'm gonna get them.
Would you like to hear my theory?
Sure.
He has a Patreon. Mm-hmm. People could request videos. I don't know if that's a tier, but that's a possibility. Yep. One of these bastards could have paid him and just went, hey, say themes 50 times in the video, please. Hey, repeat words.
Like the Mad Libs, he gave them the script.
Yep. Hey, read this script. And he's like, oh, this is a pretty good script. And he read it. And then they just went, let's just sneak this into viewer request month 2.
But why
this is just a normal video, y'all. And then it's Triton behind the scenes or something. No, you're not going to get me. Happy to be here.
Nah, they're not going to get that out of me. Combo directly into, this dude is worthless.
So strange times, I'll say.
Working hard and pushing past your limits is definitely one of the themes of Dragon Ball. But it's also friendship. So Goku training, coming out and not defeating Frieza, only to ultimately unlock Super Saiyan after Krillin dies, is very
how does friendship tie into the Super Saiyan for Vegeta? Super Saiyan for Gohan? Super Saiyan 2 for Gohan? Super Saiyan 2 for Vegeta.
The people dying, the people we cared about dying in Super Saiyan 1 for Gohan.
That's bonds. That's bonds.
Sure.
Powerful. Especially considering Krillin was his best friend for so long. It's a great transformation. I just think Luffy's is better. And look, I'm not going to analyze every single anime transformation, but those two are...
You didn't analyze any.
Barely. Gohan's and kind of Super Saiyan.
Probably the best.
You just went in Yusuke sucks.
Tenders for the best anime transformation, in my opinion. Everything else just isn't as good. I will not elaborate beyond that. Go argue with a wall. Oda is the GOAT. Like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you all next time. Peace.
Hall of Fame.
Yeah. It wasn't there yet. And then he just kept saying themes and iconic, and it can't be anything but.
And a lack of explanation and just, hey, this is different.
This is so frustrating.
It really is. It really and truly is.
It's so frustrating.
That this can just, people can just get away with this. People can just clap for this. People can just watch this. People can put pen to paper and edit this and just go, yeah. It's very frustrating.
I wouldn't even mind if the title was different.
Yeah.
But he didn't explain why it's the best. Really, it's so much speculation, and I think this is what's gonna happen, and that's why.
And themes,
and the tying into the themes of the. It's
brutal.
One more, and then we're out of here. Since you're out of here this weekend, we can record that for our episode of Revisited this week, and we'll do it Wednesday instead. So I'll put this up Wednesday. We'll record Wednesday, and then I'll put that one up Friday.
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, because, yeah, that works. When are you going to Yama? What days? All 3? Just Saturday?
All 3. Probably Thursday if there's something going on, because it's right up the street from my job.
And you got that platinum, and you will not let it go.
In 6 guests. What are you doing? You're breaking my heart.
Hey, they got the Black Ranger. That's cool.
Yeah, that's cool. They got Miracle.
There you go. Yeah, we got a little.
They also got a girl from a show that I'm really liking nowadays that I've just started watching. It's called Welcome to Demon School, Iruka-kun. It's very, very good. I'm loving it.
Oh wait, is that the one where the guy isn't a demon?
Yes.
Yep. I know what you're talking about.
And love it. It's great. Amazing. And I'm not seeing anybody talk about it. And I'm like, does it go to...
You're scared? But no. Because then people would be like, it's the... Because all it took was 2 episodes of Black Clover for people to go, it's the...
But maybe it had its time of, yo, look at this! And then it fell off. And then that point of it's falling off is where people just don't talk about it. And then nobody picked it back up to talk about it enough. And then it's just... I don't know.
A very cyclical
worried,
thing.
but
sort of like Tokyo Revengers. I don't hear nearly as much as I used to about Tokyo. Even though the new season is coming out early next year. Wish I could say the same for Demon Slayer.
Oh boy.
Wish I could say the same.
Oh, I can't wait for people to... Wake up, people. Come on now. It stinks.
Wake up, get up, get up. And stop using Persona 5 music. Thank you.
No, you're good.
No. Yeah. How's the check it out coming?
Oh, it's done. I just I'm very, very stupid.
You were stupid?
I edited it, I rendered all of it, and I'm just like, let me just do a watch through. And some of the ones I did I don't know why I did it, but some of them I did where you right click it and match aspect ratio, I think. Yes.
And taking it off and all of that.
Some of them I did, some of them I didn't. So some of them are full screen, some of them are... So I'm like...
Why did
I don't know. So now I gotta re-edit it. The things, I don't know if it's gonna be the box or the big. Or...
Do you want the box or the big?
I don't know. Whichever one's less work at this point. Well, but that's gonna be all your post Yoma stuff because I'm still working on my collages and stuff like that.
Yeah, of course.
So yeah, that's just over there, ready to be. I don't know. I really don't know.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. We're doing a lot, y'all.
But not doing enough when you think about it.
But based on what?
Based on me not finishing that outro, Wee-woo, it's over 1 million. Drop the phone, put down your meat. Not that way. You talked about one time you were cutting meat and you couldn't watch the screen or something because we were talking about something, but it doesn't matter. Drop it. We're done. It's over.
He fit right in with Kite.
No, not the Kite stuff. No, but it's over though. I can't make an outro now.
Because you just want to go wee-woo?
Yes! It is the sudden remembrance of, oh crap, I gotta do this thing.
one of these days, I'm gonna stop recording. You're gonna go, oh wait, no, keep recording. Yeah. We will. It is over now.
Yes, now it is. And it's never finished when we say it's finished. It goes.
You realize by you saying that, you just ruined it.
I know, but I did it before as well, so it's not like this is the first time for the episode.
Yeah, but it could have ended right there.
I understand that, but I'm simply saying, hopefully next time, knowing now that once we go, it's over. Maybe it will actually be over.
It can't, because one of us laughs. Or we'll say something, and then it's another 2-minute discussion on how we need to end it.
Yes, this right here is the problem. We're complaining about the problem while doing the problem.
You're actively hurting the planet while saying, why is the planet stuck?
Man, you black people need to stop stealing all this. Reckon I'll take these shoes. We will. It's over.